time for your weekly horoscope for the coming 7 days. And just a quick reminder for everybody out there, should you ever wish to get a session with me, you do need to go to my website. It's integrativemysticism.com, or you may follow the links below. Also, the incoming wave is also out, so if you are interested in the incoming wave forecasts, you can find those on a playlist of their very own on the main channel page, or just open the down bar below and follow the links there. So what is going on when it comes to this coming week as it relates to you? Well, the major theme of the week is the star, and I just get this very simple but very clear message of a light at the end of the tunnel growing brighter, and therefore that tunnel starting to shrink. We are getting closer to that light. Now, with the star card upright, there's a very strong sense of seeds that have already been planted starting to sprout, things starting to actually become nurtured by these new energies. And I feel from the star card upright, we are starting to see some massive payoffs, even for situations that had shown no signs of growth in recent history. In a lot of cases, the star card can remind us of divine timing. Sometimes we can be a little bit ahead of our own timeline or a bit ahead of our own work. Sometimes we are caught, as I often can be, in a situation that is more about divine chain reactions, where we need to actually be putting certain things in order to see that chain reaction produce a result. This week, a lot of you Aries people are going to be noticing with the star card upright that a lot of efforts that have borne no fruit are actually starting to now bring you results, bring you options. We are seeing things come back on the market, back on the menu for you that you had not been able to find in the past, especially if you've been searching or manifesting things or trying to search for or trying to manifest things that are ultimately a bridge to your next step when it comes to maybe a material concern, even a personal concern, or something going on with your spiritual path. Remember, this is affecting all areas of your life, and you can think of this as a bridge at the end of the tunnel into the light. This is where we start to see payoffs for seeds planted, things that you've kept but never given up on, but maybe put on ice for a minute, are starting to thaw. And be prepared, you're going to have to act. Now, as we look at the rest of these cards, we can see the star playing out very well, albeit in a very paradoxical kind of way. In fact, with the Knight of Swords reversed, I am seeing that there is some kind of battle ensuing on that bridge, that metaphoric bridge we just spoke about. And it does look like this is having to do with a situation deteriorating as it relates to a financial or professional matter that you are presently engaged in. Now, the Knight of Swords reversed is an other in this circumstance. This could be a coworker, a client, this could be a boss, a landlord, or maybe even somebody we have yet to begin true negotiations with. But with the Knight of Swords reversed, it's important to understand, as with all sword reversed court cards, that this is a warrior's challenge. Now, you may be getting presented with certain illusions this week, people trying to intimidate you away from a certain financial plan, maybe from a different kind of professional path, or maybe trying to deter you from committing to a certain project or a certain course of action. With the Knight of Swords reversed, it does look like this resistance is actually coming as a bit of a power move or more of a nervous fear of change on the part of the other. This is something that we can move through and move around. If this is something threatening to try and stop you from moving forward with a major plan, or maybe something that is threatening to prevent the acquisition of some kind of professional or financial opportunity, understand that the Knight of Swords reversed is all bluster. The only way the Knight of Swords reversed can win in this situation is if they can convince you to quit and convince you to give up, which of course you know I'm going to tell you no with. As with most sword reversed people, we have to find a way to either fight them back or shut them down. And this is a week where you want to make sure you do not cow to the Knight of Swords reversed. As we get to the Nine of Swords reversed, well, it looks like friends and family are also kind of having their own difficult time staying mindful, staying in the present when it comes to something that really is not the end of the world, but somebody is almost creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. And I'm seeing with the Nine of Swords reversed, that's essentially it. And a lot of you Aries people may be put in a position where you have to kind of talk somebody out of hurting themselves or creating more drama for themselves, for you, and all involved. The Nine of Swords reverse can sometimes indicate a situation where a person may be saying too much. They may be co-creating the wrong thing, throwing all of their emotional charges, emotional energy at simply reacting, and therefore maybe enforcing some kind of negative or undesired outcome in their own life. And I'm feeling that very strongly this week. You know, you're going to be kind of going in there. I've seen this card show up for myself when I'm reading for people, and or even looking into my own life, and it's warning me like, okay, let that person know to stop talking, you know, so they don't make something happen. Don't send that angry text. Don't send that angry email. Don't make a statement with some kind of action that is ultimately going to secure your own downfall. And I feel like a lot of you Aries people are going to be kind of on the front lines, putting out those fires when it comes to friends and family, almost protecting them from their own impulses. Now, of course, draw your boundaries, observe and respect your boundaries. You are under no obligation to put yourself in any kind of position that is going to hold yourself up, but we want to make sure that we are also operating with the highest interest of all concerned. As we get into the Seven of Swords reversed, your love life is kind of interesting. A lot of you Aries people are going to be having secrets getting revealed this week, and this could indicate for a lot of you who may be curious about the potential of love, whether you're available or looking for somebody new, there will be the divulgence of some kind of attraction or some kind of interest in you. And I feel like this might be something that somebody has maybe meant to keep a secret, or maybe this is somebody letting out the fact that they may have liked you once upon a time. This could be happening just in passing, in conversation with a friend, or possibly even somebody spilling the beans on their behalf, maybe a friend or a family member telling you or pointing you in the direction of somebody who likes you. As we get into the coupled Aries people, the Seven of Swords reverse is indicating there may be some kind of secret or something coming to you through a partner. I'm not sure if this is a partner's secret or they're sharing a secret on the part of a mutual friend, a relative, or a family member. But the Seven of Swords reverse is indicating this revelation, this revealing, is also going to change the dynamic in this relationship in a way where everyone actually has a clearer sense of its future and of the future of this commitment and where we absolutely can and should go next with this relationship. And I feel as though a partner may be sharing this secret after recently receiving it, or perhaps even maybe sharing it on behalf of another person. Something is getting confided in you that will be very advantageous when it comes to getting the commitment and the relationship you want, or getting your relationship on the track it needs to be. So that is what I've got for you, Aries people. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because y'all know I appreciate it. And should you ever want to get a session, go to my website. It's called integrativemysticism.com.